You know what blows my mind? That we still have yet to get a sequel to that amazing movie, yet we have this for a trilogy? Really?
The racing is the reward, not the stuff.
Storm's chances of winning are 95.2%.
Go, McQueen!
So Cars 3 is the third movie in the Cars franchise. I hope to God it's not a franchise. And in Cars 3, we follow Lightning McQueen, who is voiced by Owen Wilson, who after being wrecked in his previous race, he was being told that maybe he should possibly retire. And he says, no, I'm gonna go in for one last race. And now he's training for his one final race. Alright guys, so let's get into Cars 3. So I don't know if you know this, but I haven't really been a fan of the Cars movies. Well, I cannot deny Cars 1 was decent. It's nothing special, it's not good, not bad, it's decent. Cars 2, however, I hate. It was in my top 10 worst films of 2011. Yeah, I think by far that is the worst Pixar movie. So when I saw a trailer for another Cars movie, I just thought, oh god, another one of these. Give us Incredibles already. But lo and behold, to my surprise, I walked out of this movie kind of surprised. So first of all, just to get this out of the way, Pixar has incredible animation. There has not been a single time, even through their worst movies, or even their average movies, where I walked out thinking their animation sucks. No, Pixar has been known for their beautiful animation, and I swear to God, I think their animation is getting even more and more realistic. Like, there is a scene in this film that it just blew my mind of how good the animation looked. One thing I cannot lie about, the movie has a promising start. Like, it has a very promising start. There's a demolition derby scene that happens about halfway through the film, in which right as this scene started, I thought this movie picked up so much. The final 20-30 minutes of this movie, there was a plot point that happens in this movie. If that plot point had been the entire film, this film could have been great. And I mean great. Seriously, the final 20-30 minutes of this movie were exactly what I wanted Cars 3 to be. And once that certain point happened, I was in it. I love the girl who played Cruz. I can't remember her name, but I'll put her right there. I liked her backstory, which I wanted to see explored more in this movie. And I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of like Lightning McQueen a little bit more this time around. There's also a short film. You know, Pixar always has their short films that come before the movie. There's a great short film in this movie that I actually loved compared to Cars 3. Like, I loved the short film. Like I said, I walked out this movie shocked that I liked it as much as I did. I found it to be better than Cars 2, but however, still, Cars 3 just doesn't quite make it. After a very promising start, the movie gets so boring. I mean, I was never invested, and that's probably because I was never a big fan of these movies, to be honest with you guys. Like, I was never really behind Lightning McQueen, behind this quest the entire time. Like I said, I wanted to know more about Cruz and see this little plot point between him and Cruz grow, this little mentorship, which only happens in the last 30 minutes. I wanted to see more of that, but what we get is just a story of a guy that, personally, I really didn't care about. Now, this movie does try and be funny, but it really tries hard to be funny. You know those people at a stand-up comedy set that really try to make the audience laugh, but yet the audience doesn't laugh? That's how I felt about Cars 3's humor for, I would say, about 90% of the humor in this movie. I mean, I won't lie, there were bits and pieces of the humor that I did chuckle at, but for the most part, I was just like, wow, they're really trying hard here. Now, thank God Tom Mater is not in this movie nearly as much as he was in the last movie, but oh my god, every time that Larry the Cable Guy said, "Get her done," I did this. I cannot stand Larry the Cable Guy. I know he has some fans, but oh my god, Tom Mater just annoys the crap out of me. This movie is almost about 2 hours long. It felt longer than that at times. Like, there were times where, like I said, I was bored out of my mind watching this movie. When it comes to Nathan Fillion's character who was in this movie, like, I felt like that he was gonna go somewhere, and he kind of is, but they don't really take the time to explore. Like, there's just so much going on, like, it doesn't have a focus to it until I felt like the last half an hour, which I feel like should have been the entire movie. So overall, I found Cars should be miles better than Cars 2. it still doesn't quite make it to being a good Pixar movie. And I'm telling you guys, there is potential in this movie. There is a good movie in this movie. It's just not there until like the last half an hour of the film. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just okay. So overall guys, I'm gonna give Cars 3 a 2 out of 5. It's not particularly a great film, to be honest with you guys. I really, who is asking for a Cars trilogy? Seriously. For fans of the Cars movies, you might like this movie, but for those of you who have not liked these movies from the get-go, I would say steer clear from this movie. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Cars 3. If so, hit that like button and also subscribe if you want to see more reviews just like this one. If you guys want to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and Snapchat, I'm on all those platforms. All the links and all the usernames are in the description below. And of course, until the next review, I will see you guys next time.